if at any point we're going to say we don't want kids for this period of time or whatever, certainly we're not doing birth control or anything like that. NFP would be the only option, but we have to formulate an argument that we think we can take before God as to why. And that's kind of a good way for us to say, because, we've had 2 C-sections. It was C-section, VBAC after 2, which was, we had to kind of push for that, but there could come a point where, especially once you hit like 4 C, like there's times where health is not just moderate, but a serious concern.
I've never really said this publicly, or maybe I have, I don't know. I don't think so. Our first one, Caleb, was a C-section. And our second one, Joshua, was a VBAC. And my wife hemorrhaged after Joshua. And there was a small surgery, basically in the birth. They were able to do it in the birthing room. I was a very, I was not even nearly, completely like sexually inexperienced when I got married. And I didn't understand a lot of, when my wife was bleeding profusely after Joshua, I didn't know if that was normal, if it was not normal. I didn't, even as they're like sewing her up, I had heard of women having to get sewed up after birth. So I had no clue, other than they seemed pretty intense. Like they seemed like they really needed to get this taken care of. Right. That scared me quite a bit. Then with my daughter, Autumn, my wife, it was another VBAC. My wife hemorrhaged so bad that she passed out, and they rushed her to the operating room. And I'm sitting there with my beautiful little daughter in my arms, and I don't know where my wife is.
Jeez, yeah.
And think about it today, and it just freaking kills me. And I was afraid. I was afraid. It didn't help that we were broke. And that we lived in a 900 square foot house with 3 kids, and I didn't really see a means of getting a bigger house. I couldn't even afford a car that could fit 4 kids, and so I can honestly say that my decision to get a vasectomy was completely fear. It was fear based, and I told you before the show, I don't live my life with a lot of regret, but I honestly regret getting a vasectomy, just top to bottom, regret it. It's caused health issues for me. It's when my daughter was like 6 or 7, we really wanted to have another kid, badly, and really couldn't afford the surgery to reverse things, and that's one of the reasons I typically don't make decisions out of fear anymore. It's just it's not the state of mind or the category under which you should be making decisions. There's a trust that comes with being secure in Christ, that you should be able to make a lot of your decisions out of at least a sense that the ultimate hope is already taken care of, and that everything else he's also looking out for.
Yeah, that's well
it doesn't
said.
mean you made bad decisions intentionally, or decisions that are going to kill your wife intentionally. Like if we would have had another one, my wife would have had to have a C-section. She couldn't have another one VBAC.
Yeah,
but I think she would have been willing to do that, and it's been something that we should have thought through more.